got a super important lesson for you today regarding how you're using your back. The more I learn about using my back, the better everything gets. That's why I'm always telling people, use bridges, use things that spinal extension, because the better your back can be trained, the better it goes into the tension of your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your abs, everything. And here's what I'm learning, okay? Now remember, it's all about muscle tension. You control muscle tension, you get better everything. You get bigger muscles, you get better strength, speed, performance. Everything you want from your fitness is 100% dependent on how well this is controlling the tension, which is what chain training, the link down below, that's what the chain training PDF is all about. But I've noticed something about back training that's a little bit funky, especially with the lats, okay? We've got a spine. We typically think of lats as these big, wide, cobratic, like, yes, I made up a word, muscles. You see bodybuilders posing, it's all like wide, getting wide. So people will say, tense up your lats, and we think of tension going outwards, things getting wide, things, that's fueling that whole myth of wide grip is good for a wide back and so on and so forth. Here's what I'm learning though. I think we got this backwards, because tension, of course, can only flow in the direction of the muscle fibers. So like with biceps, we have our muscle fibers like this. So you want tension flowing this way. So if you grab a dumbbell and do this kind of thing, you're not really working your biceps that much. When we're doing our exercises and we need to stabilize our spine, because this is our universal joint, the more you control this, the better you get at everything, which is why bridges are so good. But our lats, okay, this kind of idea, they are a huge part of what controls the shoulder in relation to the spine. And you notice the fibers, they go in kind of a diagonal, which means that your lats are doing two jobs. They are supplying force vertically and horizontally at the same time. So we've got two planes of motion that we're working on here, which means that if your lats are tight and contracted very well, they will influence every exercise you do in multiple planes, therefore making it much more effective. But again, when we're looking at this as like wide and spread wide and everything, we may be contracting the wrong way, because I think now we need to come in and back. When you flex your lats, it's not so much about becoming up and wide and bigger, but back and tighter, like everything. And as I'm telling my clients, use your back to literally wrap around your spine. Like try and hug your spine with your lats. When people are on like floor doing bench presses, I tell them, hug the bench with your lats. Bring everything in, not out. Don't want to do this. The internal rotation. What this is doing is it's giving us the tension and the stability in both of these. Plus we have, our traps. We got our rhomboids. All of this is about going in. So a good analogy to think about, like you wouldn't say, if I'm gonna flex my pectorals like this. This is not most guys, they'll be like, I'm gonna flex up my pecs. And they come in, right? Chest flies and everything. Use your lats and your back muscles the same way. The lats are the pecs of the back. So if you can contract them inwards for the stability for your push-ups, your handstands, your leg raises, it's amazing what this does for your abs. You do any ab exercise and you get your lats and everything turned on, your abs get fired up like crazy. So it's just a little way that I think your mind may be able to better use your lats, because if your mind can use your lats better, everything's gonna get better. Let me know if you have questions down below. Be fit, live free.